So traders, are we about to see the everything drop? That's including gold, mining sector, stocky market. Oh, maybe. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, see that trading course on the screen there? Whole bunch of trading course. You're going to get that for free. Also, I'm running a webinar today as well. Make sure you join me where I'm going to be revealing the 3 secrets that you must know to make an income from trading. And also I'm going to give you my trading system for free, teach you all the details that gets over a 90% success rate. Go check it out right now, guys. You're going to see it. Again, you can see it all for free today. Link in description. Click the link. Click the link. So here we go, guys. So looking at the S&P 500, the big thing that's been in the back of my mind is there's actually a few things that's been back in the back of my mind when it comes to these markets. One thing I've noticed, and I've done videos on this in the past, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about what this is, but one thing I've noticed is that every time we've had a bubble in the past of a particular market, we end up retracing 80, if not 100% of that move where it started. So for example, and again, guys, go check this out for yourself. You'll notice that pretty much most of the bubbles do this, right? It happened in Bitcoin, it happened with the other bubbles as well too. So where did this bubble start, right? It started here. So there's a really big probability that the overall move is going to head down to here, right? Is going to head down to here. Now, the one thing I've been saying for the last few weeks is that even though we're starting to get a little bit of push to the upside on the S&P 500, we are now starting to get a high, a lower high, a lower high, a lower high, and now another lower high here, right? So we are still in a downward trend, and nothing's changed. And I did a video, I think it was yesterday, called that this could be, this is do or die time. And also this could be a fool's rally and so on and so forth in the markets, right? So this is a really big thing that we're watching out for because this could just be another lower high before we continue the downward trend. And people have been saying, I've been telling everyone to buy the market, buy. Really? Yeah, you know, don't ya? Yeah. You and your $200 trading account in your mum's basement. Come on now. Seriously? Buy the market. Yes, I got my $10 position going. See, mum? I'm doing good. All right. Let's actually be real here, all right? Let's talk about the 7-figure guys in the markets. Anyway, I just laugh. So anyway, so we're seeing this through here, right? And so I've been like, it's do or die. Do we break up? Do we break down? And now we're starting to get that potential rollover on the S&P. So this is looking at the weekly charts here, okay, on the S&P. On the S&P 500, we can see that this low here, if we do start to break this low here, this is just a continuation, lower highs all the way down, and the trend is continuing on the downside. Nothing has changed that, guys. We're not in a bull market. The trend hasn't changed yet. Nothing has changed. The potential of it changing is happening right here underneath our feet. Yes, but it hasn't happened yet. So right now what I'm seeing with the rollover, and same for the Dow Jones as well too, right? Look at the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones rolled up, came up. The Dow Jones gave us a high, a lower high, and a breaking. If it breaks this low, the Dow Jones, which was the bullish one out of the whole lot of them, is now back in a downward trend. Right now, we're not too sure. It's not an upward trend. It's not in a downward trend. We're not too sure. But here's the big thing about the Dow Jones, right? We can see how there's actually a really big, strong area of support and resistance all through there. If indeed we do hold here, which could be classed as a bit of a technical double top. Technical because it didn't quite get there, or a lower high. If indeed we start to get something like this week, where this is a weekly chart, and we start to get a breakdown past that, say to the 32,000, we are back in a downward trend. And if we do get that, the cascading effect is probably going to be movement on the downside from there. So that's what I'm looking at there from that point there. If I go to the Nasdaq as well too, the Nasdaq itself, guys, same sort of thing, right? Again, this is where I've been saying we're not out of the woodworks yet. This here, high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and the lower high through here. So we're still in those lower highs. The Dow, remember before, guys, the Dow Jones was the one that was giving me a bit of like, maybe we're going to turn around here, maybe we're not. But the other markets are still in a big, completely downward trend, and we do not want to be fighting that. Do not fight the markets, right? And again, still in a downward trend. So this could easily just do something like this. And if it does do that, guys, and we break 10,000, then where did the bubble start? Down there, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, right? That's where the bubble started, didn't it? So we could see this year could be a really bad year for the stocky market, right? It could be that because nothing, remember, S&P 500 and even the Nasdaq right now, nothing has changed, meaning we're still in a downward bear market. And this could just be a fool's rally. The Dow Jones gave us a temporary bit more bullishness, but the other indices are not. So that's where you do not want to be fighting this market. Let's go have a look at gold here for a minute. And the big thing for gold, you'll just notice this thing when I look at gold. The reason why we're probably going to get some sort of a pullback out of gold soon is when I squeeze my charts up. Just look how big this is. Look how vertical this move has been. Right? Look at this here. Right? We see this move from there to there, right? Big move up. And then we're probably going to get some form of pullback. Now I see a pullback, so the stock market may pull back as gold is actually due for a pullback, but I don't see gold going down to 1,200. No, I see gold probably going down to 1,750, 1,700, then starting a high low, then really starting to gallop into the biggest bull run we've ever seen when it comes to gold. So gold is probably going to pull back with that as well too. Moving over now through to the mining sector as well. And the mining sector is sort of the same sort of thing I'm noticing on the big picture charts here, right? And what am I noticing here? Remember, it's all about what the market is doing. So we can see how the market came down and it came back up. We're in an overall what? We're in an overall bear market still on the mining sector. This is short-term technical analysis, guys, not long-term stuff. Long-term, I am massively bullish of this sector, and I see huge amounts of movement to the upside. But right now, we've come down, we've come back up. We are in a pullback, right? What is a bear market? Down, up, down, up, down, up, right? It's unfortunate that when we get these, most people think that that's the start of the bull market. No, why? Because it's high. It's lower high, it's lower high, it's lower high. So this could be high, lower high, breaking the low, and then away we go, right? So that's what we're looking at through there, guys. We really want to be watching for this of what's happening through here. And last but not least, let me bring on the good old Bitcoin market. I want to share something here when it comes to the Bitcoin market as well too, because I think this is really important. So let's look at this weekly chart here for a minute. The big thing we're looking at the Bitcoin market is that it had a bit of a rally recently. Very strong rally out of this one here. So the Bitcoin market is starting to really hold up above here. And this could be a complete game changer for Bitcoin, right? Because we did rally back up. We made it equal high. This actually could be a game changer for Bitcoin. I was actually looking for more downside to Bitcoin, but it hasn't happened yet, right? So what happens here? Do we get the pullback on Bitcoin, right? Do we get the pullback here on Bitcoin and then a rally? Or is this some sort of just a bit of a fake out before we start to do something like this and then a rollover and then away we go as well in the market? So it's going to be really interesting, guys. But right now what I'm seeing is that I'm seeing the everything drop is probably on its way to happening real soon.